Hello everybody, my name is Kirby. Year 2022 and here we have it, a nice new year with a new me. Well then, Malaysia is actually not a rich country, but then again, Malaysians want to enjoy all the nice things in life without paying the price of it. And to do that, we have to find something which looks the same, but is not the same. Well then, in today's topic, we are actually going to be talking about a fish called the Shishamo. But not exactly Shishamo. The special ingredient that we have for today is this. This is not a Shishamo fish at all. This is a Capelin fish. Well, let's create something out of this. Okay everybody, the special ingredient that we have for today is this, Capelin. But first of all, let me tell you a little story about the Shishamo fish. If you go to many casual dining Japanese restaurants in Malaysia, you often get to see a fish called the Shishamo dish. And what exactly is Shishamo? You see, Shishamo is a fish which looks something like this, except it has like a really big belly filled with eggs. But the thing about Shishamo is that Shishamo is a fish which is native in the Hokkaido waters. And most probably the fish is actually like really expensive, and it's going to be like probably super difficult for you to get this fish imported into Malaysia. Well then, when the typical Japanese restaurant says, oh, I want to have Shishamo in my menu, but how am I going to do that? So we actually substitute the Shishamo with something which looks almost the same but cheaper. By the way, this whole thing that I just bought is like 250 grams and cost me like, I don't know, 4 ringgit. And that's like really cheap. Price aside, this is the fish that people actually use to make the Shishamo, and it's not the original Shishamo that you find in Japan. Back to the topic, we are going to talk about this fish. It's called the Capelin fish. Capelin fish is a species which is really similar with the Shishamo, and this fish is actually from Norway, and like its cousin species, when this fish is pregnant, its stomach is going to be like really big, and it's going to be filled with lots of eggs. And the prized possession of the fish is that they take out the eggs from the female fish and use the eggs to create an ingredient called the ebiko. Yes, ebiko is not shrimp roe. It is actually Capelin roe. And the eggs came out from this fish. And what do they do with the body? Well, some people eat it by themselves, some people give it to poor people food. And because this fish is a really cheap fish, people use this thing as an animal feed. You can use it as a fish food, it can be used as a cat food, or it can be used as a dog food, or probably pig food as well. Well then, with all that said, let's take a look at the ingredients, shall we? I took a total of 5 fishes worth of samples right here, and from what I can observe, it is actually quite difficult to tell the difference between the male fish and the female fish. Why do I need to know why it's male or female? Obviously because the female has the eggs and the males don't. It is said that the male fish actually has this kind of like fin at the bottom. It looks something like this, but it's bigger. Who knows, maybe this is actually a male, and this is a male fish, and this is a, well, kind of male fish which his fin is taken off. This is, well, kind of like a male fish, and all the fish looks just about the same. So I'm gonna put like maybe 4 fishes aside. I'm gonna use this one fish and gut this open and see what exactly is inside this thin stomach of its. Let's see, opening his stomach, and voila. Okay. Oh god, what's this? Yep, there's eggs, alright. It's just not as appetizing as what an ebiko would look like though. So anyways, this is what the eggs look like. Well, back to the same topic, what am I gonna do with this fish? I'm gonna try to serve it in the same way as what the Japanese people would do with their Shishamo. But no, that's gonna be like too simple. I mean, if I'm just gonna barbecue with nothing but salt and eat it just like that, the episode is gonna end up a little bit too boring. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add maybe a little kind of flavor to the fish. Maybe some kind of soy sauce or something like that. Who knows? Well then, let's get to it. First things first, I'm gonna start with a piece of shallot. Just simply slice them up. And I'll just slice. Next, just 1 piece of red chili. And then a small handful of coriander leaves. Just a rough chop, not too fine, not too hard. And finally, just mix all of them, something like this. Okay, next I'll be making a simple sauce. Let's start with some mirin, sake, some oyster sauce, and a dash of ponzu. and maybe I'll just add a small amount of sugar. Okay, this is pretty much done. And all I have to do next is just pour the sauce in like this. Sauce done. And here's to another set of beautiful outdoor cooking. I'm just gonna place the capelin right here gently. Maybe around like this much will do. Around 5 pieces, yeah. Okay, cooking done. To be honest, this is actually quite a really simple dish. All you have to do is just like grill it. Moment of truth, let's see what this tastes like. First things first, I'm just gonna add a small amount of lemon. I mean, just squeeze the lemon all on top of the fish. This sauce is actually based on the Nyonya style sauce. You can say that this is pretty much a combination between a Nyonya style cuisine and a Japanese cuisine. Well then, let's see what this tastes like. It's crispy and soft in the inside. Overall, as you can see, I'm actually chewing everything really nicely. No problems at all. Then you can eat the whole thing by itself. As for the eggs, I can feel the eggs inside my mouth right now. There's not much of a significant flavor coming out from it. It's just like this slight small amount of bitter flavor. So I'm going to take another one. But this time I'm not going to eat the whole fish as a whole. I'm just going to take the fish bite by bite. Let's see what it's like. I can't really tell much of the difference between the eggs and the body meat. I'm not sure if the camera can see this. Actually, there you can see this yellow part here. That's the eggs. Maybe I'll try eating the eggs by itself. This is the size of the eggs. I'm gonna give this a double taste and see what the eggs with soy sauce would feel like. Here you go. I'm gonna compare these eggs between the ikan kembung eggs and this egg. Ikan kembung eggs actually has this like kind of like a mild bitter flavor, and this one is like sweet bitter. This is not really a bad egg actually. Now for the third fish, I'm gonna see. Can we try to open this fish without breaking the eggs? Let's see how many eggs is actually inside. Let's see. I'm gonna try out. Wow, the eggs is actually like from here to here. Alright, this is the size of the fish. And this is the size of the eggs. Can you see that? And the eggs cover about 50% of the body, I guess. So yeah, that's just about it. And it's wrapped in some sort of black color thing. This is the Capelin fish, our substitute for our Shishamo fish, which you'll find most probably in a lot of these typical commercial Japanese Malaysian restaurants. With all that said, I'm gonna end my review now while I finish this meal. Phew, I'm done eating, and that was pretty much a, well, so-called good appetizer meal. Tastes kind of good actually. On today's episode, we have the capelin as our test subject. Well, if you ask me what I really feel about it, it tastes like a typical shishamo from our typical casual Japanese restaurant. But there are several amount of notable difference. The main difference is that in the casual Japanese restaurants, the capelin is usually a couple times more fatter than what we had in the video just now. This is because the capelin there is actually from China, and the capelin that I have is from Norway. Probably what happened is Norway imported this capelin to China and they grade it, and then they give the really nice fat capelin and grade it for human consumption, and probably the thin one goes for, I don't know, pet food I guess. But you know, China is a place where all the manufacturing magic actually happens. If you want me to compare between the Shishamo and the capelin, I've never been to Hokkaido myself and I've never tasted real Shishamo before. So it's going to be really difficult for me to tell what's the difference. But if you know the answer for this question, maybe you can leave a comment in the description below. It'll make my day. And you know what else would make my day? If you can like, comment, and subscribe, or probably, well, share the video. That would be great as well. I've been making YouTube videos for like, I guess, a year and a half. I really have to say thanks for your support so far, and I hope to see you guys next time.